poke through. That'll test Hogg. Oh, he's missed it! That may well be a score. Stuart Hogg, the new Scotland captain, stands there on the left. Opposite Owen Farrell. If you remember this contest 2 years ago, there was a bit of a dust-up involving Farrell before kick-off. Thankfully, none of that this year. Welcome wherever you're watching in the world. It promises to be quite an early Saturday evening in the Scottish capital. I'm Martin Gillingham. Scotland remaining pretty resolute to the 23 men. They came pretty close a week ago in Dublin. England certainly looking for a much improved performance, particularly in the opening 40 minutes. The referee, Pascal Gauzer, familiar with both sides. In fact, during the World Cup, he took charge of Scotland's win against Samoa in the pool. Well, there is Sam Johnson coming through, and that is a measure, an illustration of the commitment that these Scots have.
Brilliant kick-off, and you see Sam Johnson, man and ball, and Jonny May right into the ribcage.
Please, where is it from? Look first.
Furbank having no problems with that one. Did drop a couple of fairly straightforward balls in Paris a week ago. Scotland have come offside, so there's another penalty.
I think it's Scott Cummings. He's flying up, doing his best to whack everything that moves.
Not even ones like this as straightforward as they might seem. England off the mark. 11 minutes gone. The men in white leading by 3 points to nil. Can he find it? It's Cummings. This is better. Look at Ali Price. But it's being defended well at the moment by England.
Underhill's got a hand on Fraser Brown at the back there. I don't know if Curry's legal.
Well, Curry is legal. Curry can be there because he came through the middle. Scotland weren't organised enough. They didn't get their heads inside and underneath the England players and the oncoming bodies. And Curry came from a legal position.
Mako Vunipola working hard, but you look at Underhill here. Underhill gets over the top and gets a hold of Fraser Brown. Really messy start to this second half. Scotland playing into this stiff breeze. Incredibly difficult to exit. England did really well to get in at half-time. George Ford there.
But it was gathered by Johnny Gray, and look, here goes Sutherland and the loose head prop.
But here's the break by Rory Sutherland. Dummies, goes, and look at the pace, change of pace, gets away from Owen Farrell. Hines and Daly and May do well to get him down, and then Hogg looked up. But impressive last week in the scrum. That's the first clean break we've really seen this afternoon.
Mind you, there's a good bit of power in there from Fagerson. It might work.
Here goes Price. He's wrapped up by Itoje.
I think Bradbury got lucky going off feet there. Penalty advantage though. This is what you've got to make the most of.
He got very lucky then, Bradbury, straight off his feet. Ref missed that.
They know they've got 3 points coming effectively. There's Curry, who had a good first 40. It's now with Fagerson. And then Jonathan Joseph comes in, but will come back for the original penalty. Dad likes it.
So does Mum Diane, this wider smile.
Here's Youngs. Ford. Little poke through. That'll test Hogg. Oh, he's missed it. That may well be a score. Owen Farrell was coming through. He certainly touched it down.
I think it gets downward pressure, but I don't think the ball's over the line.
Right, he's not in control of that.
No, he doesn't have to be in control.
No.
He's gone backwards. So does he get downward pressure on the line? I think that's on the line. But then it's not a great angle there. If it's on the line, that's okay. He's carried it over. 11 players inside their own half. They thought it was a try. Undoubtedly, I think they thought that they were checking the grounding. Was it Owen Farrell that got through on it?
Ellis Genge against Simon Berghan on this side of the scrum.
Berghan's done brilliantly there.
There's Youngs. Powerful carry forward, England within 3 metres. Could this be their moment?
Body angle there, need to be really careful for side entry. Power from England though, he's over.
They're in.
It looks like Ellis Genge, who may well have got the winning score.
Tell you what, Mara Itoje did a brilliant job for that try. Right in behind Genge, got hold of him, shoved the baby rhino over. Simple stuff, but when you got power like that, use it.
Youngs.
Cracking line that.
Those are the sort of explosive qualities that Ben Earl can deliver.
Pace of her back there, brilliant line. Discipline key here for Scotland. You can't afford to give away a penalty, because this one, although it's tricky conditions, just gives Farrell the chance to extend the lead.
And Farrell's using a different finger on the ball this time. Well, Scotland get the penalty. Yes, they were 7 behind last week in Dublin. They are now 7 behind at home in Edinburgh. Time is up. England are going to regain the Calcutta Cup. It has been a messy old afternoon, but victory here for the men in white was always non-negotiable. After defeat in a World Cup final and then getting beaten last week in Paris, they have returned to winning ways, and their Guinness Six Nations Championship hopes remain alive. As for Scotland, it's another losing bonus point. Final score at Murrayfield, Scotland 6, England 13.